What if I told you that in the summer of 2026, something is going to happen that no human being has ever witnessed before? Not a moon landing, not an Olympic Games, not a Super Bowl, something bigger. Something that will stop an entire planet in its tracks, all at once, all together. The FIFA World Cup 2026 is coming, and nothing in the history of sport will ever compare to it. Every 4 years, the World Cup reminds us why football is the greatest sport on earth. It doesn't matter where you're from, what language you speak, or what you believe. For 1 month, the whole world watches the same game. But 2026 isn't just another World Cup. This one is different. This one is historic. This one changes everything we thought we knew about international football. And in the next 3 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why. Let's start with the numbers, because the numbers alone will blow your mind. For the first time in history, 48 nations will compete at a single World Cup. 48 teams. From 1930, when just 13 nations showed up in Uruguay, to 32 teams in 1998, and now 48. That means 16 more countries get to experience the greatest stage in sport. 16 more sets of fans, 16 more national anthems, 16 more miracle stories waiting to happen. But it's not just the teams, it's the geography. 3 countries, the United States, Canada, and Mexico, are co-hosting this tournament together. 3 nations, 1 tournament, 16 different stadiums spread across an entire continent. Matches will be played from Vancouver in the north all the way down to Guadalajara in the south. The sheer scale of this World Cup is unlike anything FIFA has ever attempted. Now think about the stadiums. We're talking about MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, home to over 82,000 fans. The legendary Azteca in Mexico City, a stadium that has witnessed 2 World Cup finals and is considered the spiritual home of football in Latin America. AT&T Stadium in Dallas, SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. These aren't just football grounds, these are cathedrals. And in 2026, the world's greatest players will walk onto their pitches. Here's something that will give you chills. The 1994 World Cup was also held in the United States, and despite Americans knowing little about football at the time, it still broke the all-time attendance record. Over 3.5 million fans attended that tournament. 3.5 million. In 2026, with more games, more teams, and more stadiums, that record is almost certain to be shattered. And here's another fact most people don't realize. The World Cup final in 2026 will likely be watched by over 5 billion people. That's more than half the human population on Earth, all watching the same 90 minutes at the same time. No film, no television show, no concert has ever come close to that number. Only the World Cup can do this. But beyond the records and statistics, why does this actually matter? Because football has always been more than a game. It's the language that every country on Earth speaks fluently. When a small nation qualifies for the World Cup, it's not just 11 players on a pitch, it's an entire country believing in itself. It's a child in Lagos or Dhaka or San Salvador watching a screen and thinking, one day, that could be me. World Cup 2026 gives that dream to 16 more nations, 16 more countries that have never or rarely stood on that stage. And some of them will shock the world. Some of them always do. The FIFA World Cup 2026 is not just a football tournament. It is the single largest shared human experience ever organized. More teams than ever, more countries hosting than ever, more fans in stadiums than ever, more eyes watching at home than ever. History isn't just going to be made in 2026, history is going to be rewritten. If you want to understand everything about World Cup 2026, the format, the stadiums to watch, the stories that will define this tournament, then subscribe right now, because we are going to cover every single piece of it. The journey starts here. Don't miss it.